I'm Janet from Quick Points Ruler, and I'd like to show you a few features of the Quick Points Ruler. It's bendable, twistable. It's made out of macrolon. It's pretty indestructible, as our grandson would know. We have 3 grandchildren, and so that's why I made it so it wouldn't break. Okay, to do the Quick Points Ruler, this is for the 1 inch. You can make prairie points, or you can make rickrack, which is awesome. To do the 1 inch, you'd need a 4-inch strip of fabric. You can do 1 or 2 colors. I'm going to do 1 color. You'd put it on the ruler with the right side down, wrong side up, and you would put the ruler on top, make sure it's on top. 28mm rotary cutter works the best. And you would just cut Of course, it helps when you have a really nice sharp blade, which I changed right before. Then you just move it down for your last cut. And I'm going to be doing rickrack today, and on the other one I'm going to show you how to do with my 2-inch, 2 colors. I'm going to show you how I'm going to put this on a pillowcase, which I haven't sewn together, but I'll show you one that's already done. With the 1 inch you have to be extremely perfectionistic because it is so tiny. And I'll tell you, if you did prairie points this small, you'd want to scream by the time you're done. Okay, and what I do next, because you have to be so perfectionistic, prior to doing this, I folded it in half. You got to make sure it's right to the center. Because of having to be so perfectionistic, I take and I nip it right to the center because you have to have it so perfectionistic on the 1 inch to do rickrack. It's not very forgiving at all. The other ones are more forgiving. This is my favorite spray. It's called Best Press. It doesn't get real sticky or gummy. It's just really nice. It just gives it just enough. I put A down so it's got a really perfect end. Make sure you just basically go the same direction, so your folds are always going the same way. And just line it up really nicely. And I've discovered this glue, apple glue. No more pins, no more poking yourself. It's fabulous. So what I do then, glue, glue, glue. Go the opposite direction. This is why you have to be so perfect, because these are so little. There's your rickrack. And just keep going. Here's the rickrack all finished, and it's going to go on this pillowcase. This is going to be the body of it. This is the casing, and this is going to be the rickrack. And all you do is blanket stitch around it, like I did on this one. And it's absolutely darling. Now I'm going to show you another application using 2 colors. I'm going to use the 2-inch prairie point ruler. To do the 2-inch, you need 8 inches of fabric. To do 2 colors, you would go 4 1/4, 4 1/4, open up the seam. So a seam, a 1/4 inch seam, open it up, put it on your cutting table, right side down, wrong side up. Once again, here's the 2-inch, bendable, flexible, movable, shapeable. You'd put it on top and you would match the center seam with the center line, which there is a center line right here. You'd match the center seam on. Okay, then use your 28mm rotary cutter once again, and you would just cut like we did before down the slots, 28mm. And just keep going as long as your project would be. Let's say you have 102 inches. Put this together. One color, 102 inches, the next color, 102 inches. 1/4 inch seam. Put it together, 1/4 inch seam on each side, and just keep going. Then what I'm going to do is put it on here. And then all I do is cut up to the line, because you can tell where it is. Because sometimes you can't get in there all the way. And also I like it just exactly perfectly done. And I'm going to show you a few of them. I just get a chair, sit down, put on a movie. Get my glue out, get my iron and my spray, wahoo. Once again, I call this A. You put it down. Always go the same direction because you want the folds going the same way. It's really going to be cute. This is called Just Dreamy. It's by Riley Blake. Reminds me of when I went to school, in high school, many moons ago. And there's 3 different ways you can do prairie points. Let me show you the 3 ways you can do it. Okay, you can do it with the shadowing in the back. I call it like this, just pull it out. I call this the sawtooth. Or you can do it like my grandmother taught me. Okay. And this is how my grandmother had me do them. Okay? And also, once again, use your glue. It's the only way to go. No more pinning. You don't get pinned to death. The other thing I'm going to show you is there's a couple ways you can do it. When you have your quilter do your quilts, you can either finish it like this, or if you want your prairie points on the outside, if you have your quilter do it toward the end, you can move it all the way over like this, and have it on the end like that. And then you can flip it over and you can tack it down like this. Then your prairie points will look like they normally would. Or you can have them this other way, where you just bind it like this and they will look that way. Happy quilting, and send me some things you've done with a prairie point quick point ruler. Thank you so very much.